Hi fashion lovers, you're welcome to another interesting video. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to sew this beautiful long dress with a symmetric neckline and a cape sleeve, just like what you're seeing on the screen. So I've made a tutorial on how to draft the pattern of this dress in the previous video. You can go watch it. This is the sewing of this video, so you can go ahead and watch the drafting part of this video. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So if it is something you want to learn, you need to keep watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's get started. To get started, I have my fabric here with me. This is a black Duchess fabric. Did you see? So you can make use of a Duchess fabric, a crepe or Mikado fabric, and the white is a silk fabric. Did you see? You can also make use of a Duchess, crepe or Mikado, but for the white I use a silk fabric. These are my patterns that I drafted in the previous video. So this is the back part of this pattern. So you want to go ahead and add all your necessary sewing allowance on top, on the armhole, on the side seam, on the hem part, apart from the apart from the zipper side, which already have the sewing allowance. And this is the yoke part of the back part. So you want to go ahead and add your necessary sewing allowance. So you also want to grab the yoke parts of the other side, go ahead and add ½ inch all around it. Did you see? Go ahead and add ½ inch all around it. So the yoke part, I'm going to be using this white silk fabric to cut out my yoke. So this is the front part, and this is, you want to add your ½ inch, ½ inch all around, and on the hem part add ½ inch also on the armhole, on the hem part, and also on the side seam you add your sewing allowance. You also add on this part. Did you see? So for the yoke part also, you want to go ahead and cut it out. For the yoke part, you're going to be cutting two pieces for the yoke. That is going to be serving as the lining or the fabric. But if the fabric is small, you can go ahead and cut out only one piece for the yoke, and then use your lining and cut out, the lining part as well. So I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric, as you can see. So this is the back part. I have added all my necessary sewing allowance all around it, also on the hem part. And this is the front part. I've gone ahead to add all the necessary sewing allowance on the front part as well. So these are the yoke parts. You can see I cut out one piece for the yoke part, but I'll still go ahead and use the yoke part and cut out a lining. I'm going to be lining the yoke part. So this is the back, and this is how the yoke is going to be on the back. Did you see that? So the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and sew the back part, but you are sewing the dart of the back part. So you want to go ahead and sew the back part, the dart of the back part. And for the front part, you want to go ahead and join the side seams like this. The side, did you see? You want to go ahead and join the two sides like this. So this is the yoke. I've gone ahead to cut out a lining for that yoke part. Did you see? And it's the right side of the lining facing the right side of the yoke. You want to go ahead and sew this part, which is going to be the neck region, like the neckline region. And for the back as well, you want to place your lining facing the right side of the main fabric and go ahead and sew that neck region. And for the front as well, I've cut out two pieces, right sides facing each other. You want to go ahead and sew the neck region like so. And for the other part also, you also sew the neck region like so. So after I was done, this is what I have. You want to turn it to the right side, and this is what you are going to have. You go ahead and notch all around, and then turn it to the right side, and this is what you are going to have. And this is the front part, notch all around that part. So this is what I have. Did you see? So this is the front part now, and also notch this part and turn it to the right side. So the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and iron. So I've sewn the back part. You can see I've sewn the that line. Did you see? Then I want to go ahead and attach the yoke to it. Did you see? And there will be a space where you're going to be fixing your zipper. Did you see that? So you want to go ahead and attach your back yoke like this. Did you see? Go ahead and sew. Did you see? And sew the yoke to the back part. And for the front, I've sewn the front part. Did you see what I have after I was done sewing it? Go ahead and match your yoke to it. Did you see? You're going to be joining the yoke like this, and also this part you are going to also be joining like this. So you want to go ahead and sew with your sewing machine. So the next thing is the back. So you want to come down by 7 inches, which is going to be your zipper, and then mark 1 inch down. So that 1 inch you are marking, you are going to be sewing it by that 1 inch. The back is not having a slit because the front already have an attached godet to it. So you want to go ahead and sew it to the down part using that 1 inch. So this is the front part. So the front has like an attached godet to it, or a train was attached to it. So this is the front, or the upper part of the front. So the part where this the neckline meets like this is a part where that slit is going to be on the back, on the front parts now. So if that neckline, if your neckline, that neckline is at the left, that means for your slit is going to be at the left. So this is me trying to, like, you know, remove the sewing allowance, like the sewing allowance of 1 inch that I added. After removing it, I will go ahead and divide what I have left into 2. So this is for me to be able to get the way the place where the slit is going to be. So what I did is that I removed 1.5 inches, which is my sewing allowance, and the remaining one I divided it into 2. So this is the knee line. You can come up by 3 inches from the knee line and also mark. So you want to go ahead and mark a straight line. So that straight line is the line you are going to be slitting to have that, you know, to have that gorget attached to your skirt. This is me, you know, marking where I'm going to slit open, and make sure that your slit is above your knee line. So for me, my own slit is going to come above the knee line by 3 inches. So you want to go ahead and slit. So you're slitting one side of the skirt. Please take note of that. Then by the time you open it up, you are going to have something like this. Did you see that? So the next thing you want to do is to attach your white fabric underneath it. Attach your white fabric underneath it, and then try as much as possible to spread. So I will advise you spread as much as possible, because this skirt is not going to be having a slit. So if you stretch it very well, you are like stretch it to have more fullness, it's going to help you to, you know, to walk very well. So you want to like stretch this part very well. Did you see what I'm doing? Try as much as possible to spread it very well. Did you see? You try as much as possible to spread it very well, so you can, you know, mark out the attached godet or attached train on the front part. So when you have gotten the desired, or desired fullness that you want, you can go ahead and pin. And the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and use a straight line to connect these 2 points. So I'm using my pencil to do this because this is my white fabric, so I don't want it to stain. So I'm using a pencil to mark a straight line, and after marking it, I think I have 15 inches as the fullness there. Then you want to go ahead and divide by 2, divide that line by 2. So from that middle point, come down by 1 inch. From that middle point, come down by 1 inch. So you want to go ahead and curve out your train like this, or your godet like this. Did you see? You want to curve it out like this, and then flip the curvature the other side and curve it out like this. So I use 15 for the fullness of this godet, and that should be the least you will use. You can use 20 inches, 25 inches, spread it. So this will enable you to work, because this skirt is not going to be having a slit. You have to spread it as much as possible, so that you will be able to have fullness that will enable you to walk. So this is me trying to use my ruler to trace that line. I'm using my ruler to trace it, so that I will remove the back part and add sewing allowance to that white part. So like I said, my added fullness on the down part is 15 inches, and that should be the least you should use. You can use 20-25 inches, so you'll be able to work very well. The 15 inches is okay for me, but if I have more fabric, I would have spread till I get 25 inches. So that line that you made, you want to add ½ inch before cutting it. You can see I added ½ inch, and that ½ inch is what I'm going to use to join it to the skirt. Did you see? So you want to go ahead and join this to the skirt like this. Go ahead and join your godet to your skirt. So after I was done joining, this is what I have. Did you see that? The next thing is to attach the upper part to the down part. Did you see? Attach the upper part to your skirt part by ½ an inch. So this is the back part. I've gone ahead to sew that for the skirt part of this dress. So you want to go ahead and attach the upper part to the down part. Did you see? Go ahead and attach your upper part to the down part. So after I was done, this is what I have. Did you see? So this is the front part. I've attached the upper part to the down part, and this is what I have. Then you want to place, I've also attached the back part to the upper part of the back to the down part of the back. So you want to place it right side facing each other. Did you see? Right side facing each other. So you want to open the shoulder part like this, and let the lining meet with the lining, and the main fabric meets with the main fabric. Then you go ahead and sew the shoulder by ½ an inch. You sew the shoulder by ½ an inch. You are also going to be repeating the same process. Open the shoulder part up like this, and then let the lining meet the lining side, and the main fabric meet the main fabric. Then you want to go ahead and sew by ½ an inch. And after that, you want to go ahead and also sew the side seams of this dress. Did you see? Make sure it matches on the waistline. So after arranging it, you want to go ahead and sew the side seam. Go ahead and sew the side seam. So after I was done sewing, this is what I have. I'm done joining, and this is what I have. This is the front part. So the next thing is to go ahead and fold in the down part by the sewing allowance you've added. So I think I will just weave it out and then fold it once. I will just weave the down part out and fold once. And this is the shoulder. I've sewn the shoulder part of this dress. You can see everything aligns together. I've sewn the side seams. I will go ahead and attach a sleeve to it. This is the sleeve. You want to go ahead and fold the down part of this sleeve. Go ahead and fold the hem part of the sleeve, and then also go ahead and attach the sleeve to you meet the end of the armhole, but don't sew the side. Just attach the sleeve head to the armhole of the dress till you meet to the end of the armhole, and don't attach it, like don't sew the side seam of the sleeve. So when I was done, this is what I have. Did you see? I've attached the sleeve to the end. Did you see? I've attached the sleeve to the end. So that side seam sewing allowance I have on the sleeve, you want to now go ahead and fold it. Use it and fold the sleeve. Did you see? You go ahead and fold it like this and sew it till you get to the end. Did you see? You just fold it on one side and fold it on the other side. So when I was done, this is what I have. Did you see? I've gone ahead to finish up the sleeve, and this is what we have. Isn't this beautiful? You can give this a try and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching to this very end. So I used a clip to hold the fabric, so that's why the down part is not like flowing a bit. I use a clip to hold it at the back. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video if you have gotten value from this video. See you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.